What's up, everyone? I wanted to hop on here and make a quick video kind of talking to my ladies out there, specifically ladies who are single, who maybe want a relationship, who are having just kind of internal conflict. So sis, first things first, you're fearfully, wonderfully made. You're beautiful, right? Inside and outside. But unfortunately, media puts a lot of emphasis on the outside, a lot of emphasis on sexuality. So in case you really haven't had somebody tell you, or you just don't hear it enough, just because a man wants you physically doesn't mean he wants anything to do with you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It doesn't mean he's connected to you internally. Just because a man wants to get into you doesn't mean he's into you, sis. Okay? And so what we have to do as women is be into who God has made us to be enough that we will develop a character, an integrity, a self-respect, a mindset, a compassion, a love that will actually appeal to the right man, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to look good, wanting to feel good, wanting to feel sexy. That's not wrong, right? But when our worth, our identity is based in our sex appeal, when we're trying to appeal to every single man, every single person for that matter, it's a emptiness that becomes developed inside of you. You become void because we can't please every person, nor should we try to, right? And ladies, I want to encourage you to take the time to work on this. Take the time to allow God to develop you. We throw around the word queen a whole lot, right? But when I think of a queen, I think of her sitting there with a crown placed upon her head. And you know why a crown is upon the head? It's representative of nobility, right? So a woman with a noble character, she has wisdom, she has knowledge, she has compassion, integrity, self-respect. She's a balanced woman. And ladies, I would love if we encouraged each other more in working on this inward heart, working on being internally beautiful, right? If we did some tutorials on how to work through the hurt. We talked about some of the deeper issues that we're dealing with versus trying to mask them with some lipstick and some coverage, some extra matte concealer. And again, this isn't about me trying to preach against looking nice or about choosing to be sexually active. This is more about us as women knowing our worth, really. Knowing our worth. Because when we as women strive to have noble character, when we strive to have a crown placed upon our heads, what we're doing is going against the cultural grain, which is telling us that as women, our crown should be placed between our legs. That's where the real value is. And that's a lie. That is a lie. There will be plenty of people who that's all they will value. And if that's where they're at, that's where they're at. Okay? But as a woman to woman, sis to sis, just know that while there are people who that's all they value, there are also people who value far more. Okay, there are also people who care about what your mind is like, who care about where your heart is at, who care about your relationship with God. Like, there are people who look at you as a whole person, not just a sexual object. So if you've never had somebody tell you this, I want you to know that you are worth more than what you have between your legs. You are worth more than your breast size, your butt size, how slim your waist is. You're worth so much more than that. So much more. And ladies, the more you spend time working on yourself, when you come to a place where you are ready for a relationship, I also want to let you know that it's not about two halves becoming a whole. It's about you being whole already, whole and complete. Okay? Because when you have two whole people that come together to become a whole new relationship, now you're operating in health, right? We as women can't expect a man to fulfill us because that's a job that only God can fulfill. God is the only one who can fill the voids in our hearts as people. And so as women, We cannot be convinced that that void will be filled by a man, that void will be filled by taking ownership and control of our sexuality, that void will be filled by having our lashes popping and our hair done right. Like, that's all, those things are just forms of expression, okay? But that fulfillment, that understanding of our value and our worth, that requires deep reflection. And so, ladies, I just say this to encourage you, not only to know your value, but also encourage you to do some soul work, to do some soul searching, to allow God to work in and through you, so that you not only have an understanding of your value, but you have an understanding of your standards. And being a woman who is growing in that is, to me, and I'm sure to many others, far more beautiful than being a woman who's only growing in vanity. So I love you all. That's all I have to say. Fellas, if you have any things to piggyback off of this, I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, I just wanted to share some of the things in my heart and encourage you women. Let's be women who have self-respect, integrity, can get our sexy on, but who also have a good head on our shoulders. All right, I love y'all so much. I hope this encourages you, and let me know if you want more content like this. Peace.